What's going on, everyone? Happy Wrestlemania weekend. We have finally made it. It's the best time of the year, in my opinion. If you're a wrestling fan, a WWE fan, WrestleMania 40. Can you believe that? 40. Where has the time gone? I remember just like yesterday, I was at one of my friends' houses watching WrestleMania 16, aka WrestleMania 2000. And here I was watching the main event of The Rock versus Triple H versus The Big Show versus Mick Foley for the WWF Championship. Now here we are, WrestleMania 40, with Triple H running the show. And what a job he has done. The best thing that could have ever happened for pro wrestling and WWE in general is for Triple H, Paul Levesque, to be running the show. With him at the helm, look at the WrestleMania card that we have gotten for WrestleMania 40. I mean, just take a gander at the card. This card is quite possibly the best WrestleMania card that's ever been done. I mean, obviously, you've got the two big main events on night one and night two. But the undercard is just as stacked. I mean, I'm excited. Plus, you got NXT Stand and Deliver today, which a lot of people are not talking about, but that's going to be just as good. I am so excited to see Carmelo Hayes versus Trick Williams. I think that match is going to be amazing. That could be on the main card for WrestleMania, in my opinion. Sorry if I sound a little under the weather. I've been kind of ill the last few days, but my excitement for WrestleMania is still just as strong, whether I'm sick or not. I'm so excited. And I think the match of the night, honestly, in my opinion, for both nights, is going to be Uso versus Uso. Jimmy versus Jay. That match is going to be so good. And it's the third time in WrestleMania history that we've had a real brother versus brother match. The first being WrestleMania 10, Brett versus Owen, a classic. Two of the greatest to ever step in the ring. Technically, they were both just leagues above everybody else. Brett was a little bit more technical. Owen had the aerial with the technical, which made him just so fun to watch. And it's a damn shame that he'll never be inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame, where he truly deserves. But anyway, and then you had the second one with Matt versus Jeff Hardy. Not as good as Brett versus Owen, but still pretty good. Entertaining to watch. I was always more of a Jeff Hardy fan than Matt. Matt, in my opinion, is kind of boring. Jeff's a little more entertaining, and I think Jeff's promos are better. There's just something about Matt Hardy that kind of annoys me. But I think Jimmy versus Jay could be up there with Brett versus Owen, in my opinion. And it could steal the show. I don't know. I'm just super excited for that. And the possibility of maybe an appearance from Rikishi, their dad. I think that would bring a little bit of storyline to it. So that'd be kind of cool. And then, like, you've got the women's world title, Rhea Ripley versus Becky Lynch. Oh, that's going to be a classic. Both of them can go. I look for Rhea to retain her championship. And with the Uso versus Uso, I think Jay's going to win. But back to Becky and Rhea, I think that's going to be an amazing match. Sorry for the background noise. My wife's listening to House while she sleeps. So, Anywho, we've got then on to the other women's championship match. You got Io Sky versus Bailey. I think Bailey definitely wins this one. It captures the WWE Women's Championship. It's going to be a good match. I really think both the women's matches are going to be amazing. It's going to be hard to top last year's Rhea versus Charlotte. That match was golden. It's probably one of the best WrestleMania matches of all time. But I look forward to both these women's matches. They're going to be very entertaining. And then you got Sami Zayn versus my dude, the Ring General Gunther, for the Intercontinental title. I know a lot of people are going with Sami, and I like Sami Zayn. I don't know. I don't see him beating Gunther. I still see Gunther retaining his Intercontinental title. But I don't know. I'm not sold on that one. I think that's the one for me that could go either way. I could honestly see Gunther retaining his Intercontinental title, but I could also see them rolling with Sami and Sami Zayn winning the Intercontinental title, especially with this little storyline thing that they've got him going on with Chad Gable. That's interesting. So, I don't know. We'll see. I'm still up in the air on that one, but if I had to make a definitive choice, I'm going to go with Gunther retaining his Intercontinental title. Then you got the 6 women tag match with Damage Control against 3 women that I really like a lot. Bianca Belair, which is my wife's favorite women's wrestler right now, and Naomi, and then my girl, Jade Cargill. I think Jade's badass. Obviously, Bianca's badass, and so is Naomi. That's an easy one for me. Those 3 are going to win it. No questions asked. It's going to be a good win and a good debut for Jade Cargill at WrestleMania. So that's an easy one for me. Then there's a tag match with Rey and Andrade versus, and I don't really care about that one. That's the one match on this WrestleMania card that I don't care about. I got a lot of respect for Rey Mysterio, but I'm over him. I'm over seeing him wrestle. In my opinion, he just needs to hang it up and go away. I'm done with it. So I'm sure him and Andrade will win that match. So it's whatever. And then you got the triple threat match for the United States Championship. You've got Randy Orton, my wife's favorite wrestler, Kevin Owens, and then Logan Paul. I see Logan Paul winning, retaining his United States title. There's going to be some antics that he'll use, and he'll retain it somehow. It's going to be an entertaining match. I mean, with those 3, you really can't go wrong. As much as I can't stand Logan Paul, I have a lot of respect for the man because he has devoted time to learn the craft of pro wrestling. He's put in his hours in training. I'll give him that. As much as I don't want to, because I can't stand the Paul brothers. And speaking of the Paul brothers, I hope everything holy that Mike Tyson knocks his brother the hell out when they fight. But as far as Logan goes, I'll give him his respect on the fact that he's devoted his time and effort into learning professional wrestling. So I will give him that. And I'm not going to sit here and take away. I will always give credit where credit is due. He can go. Like, he can actually wrestle. He's very entertaining in the ring. Like, the match he had with Roman Reigns, I was so shocked at how well he did. And every time he steps in the ring, he's entertaining to watch. As much as I can't stand the man, I'll give him credit on that. He's put in the time. He's put in the effort. He's learning the craft of pro wrestling, and he's got my respect on that. I don't know if I'm forgetting any undercard matches. Oh, yeah, we got that. Oh, yeah, how can I forget? We got a ladder match. A 6-team ladder match. I can't remember who's all in it off the top of my head. I know DIY's in it. I know the New Day. I know the Awesome Truth, which is going to be awesome to watch because who doesn't love watching R-Truth? That dude's hilarious. And then Judgment Day, of course, because they're the tag team champions. I can't remember the other two teams. Oh, Pete Dunne and is it Tyler Bate? I think. Anyway, it's going to be an extremely fun match to watch. I mean, who doesn't love a good ladder match? And you got 12 men involved in a ladder match. Like, come on. Who wouldn't want to watch that? Especially with some of the guys that are in it. There's going to be some awesome stuff happening. And as far as who wins, man, I don't know. I don't know who's going to win that one. I'm going to go out on a limb, and I'm just going to go with my boys, the New Day, just because I like them. They're my favorite of all the tag teams that are in it. They probably won't win because they've won the tag team championships like 100 times, which is awesome because who doesn't love New Day? But I don't know. That's what I'm going to go with on that one. I'm going with the New Day. You got to love Xavier Woods and Kofi Kingston. I'm hoping Big E comes back soon. I miss Big E. That was my guy in the New Day. And then we have the Bloodline, a.k.a. The Rock, the final boss, and our tribal chief, Roman Reigns, versus Cody Rhodes and Seth freaking Rollins. I know a lot of people are probably going to pick Cody Rhodes and Seth Rollins. I'm picking the final boss and my tribal chief, mainly because the Bloodline rules. So I'm going to go with them to win. And then we've got Seth Rollins versus Drew McIntyre. I feel like Drew McIntyre is going to win. And I feel like Damian Priest is going to cash in his Money in the Bank. And when Damian Priest goes to cash in his Money in the Bank, Finn Balor is going to do something to cost him the world title. Because I have a feeling that Damian Priest is going to be the one to cost the New Day, or not the New Day, sorry, Judgment Day, the tag team championships, and Finn Balor is going to be pissed off, and he's going to cost Damian Priest his shot at Money in the Bank, and Drew McIntyre is going to walk out World Heavyweight Champion. And then we have the final main event. We have the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes, versus the Tribal Chief, Roman Reigns, for the WWE Universal Heavyweight Championship. Big question. Does Cody finish the story? Or does the Tribal Chief continue his reign? His unprecedented reign that put him on God mode that made him our tribal chief. Cody Rhodes, in my opinion, finishes the story and ends the reign of Roman Reigns with the help of The Rock. The Rock turns on Roman Reigns. It costs him his undisputed Universal Heavyweight Championship. That's my opinion on that. I could see that happening. I've thought that since they started this. But if not, if it goes a different way, we see some returns and a debut, in my opinion. Because with Roman Reigns having the bloodline, Cody Rhodes has the Nightmare Family. If you go back and look at the Nightmare Family, you got his brother Dustin. You've got Diamond Dallas Page, who I don't think will show up. But most importantly, you have a debut of Maxwell Jacob Friedman. I have a feeling tonight, WrestleMania 40, or not tonight, but tomorrow, WrestleMania 40, we will see the debut of MJF in WWE. I could be wrong. It's a gut feeling I have. I have a feeling that the Nightmare Family will show their face and MJF will be a part of it. That's my predictions for WrestleMania weekend. I'm excited for this. This is my favorite time of year because not only do we have WrestleMania, we have the NFL Draft right around the corner. And as a Minnesota Vikings fan, we have 2 first-round picks. I'm hoping we don't screw it up and go after a quarterback that we could wait on. But that's for another podcast. Right now we're talking WWE and we're talking WrestleMania and how freaking loud my wife's TV is. But yeah, so I hope everybody enjoys WrestleMania. Sit back, relax, watch the greatest WrestleMania of all time and the greatest form of entertainment, professional wrestling. But I'm going to get off here. I'm going to get ready for my amazing weekend. It's been a good week. Work was good. I got my cousin coming by tonight to watch WrestleMania. It's going to be great. So yeah, I love you all. I hope you all have a great WrestleMania weekend. Enjoy yourself. Enjoy one another. And this has been your boy DJ P1. And this is my final stance.